So you woke up today and you thought, let me reach out to some for sale by owners. Anybody else catch that long tongue? But seriously, if you're a realtor out there and you thought, I'm going to call some for sale by owners, go ahead and raise your hand. I do it. Maybe you've done it too. Maybe you thought about it. Maybe you're scared to do it. That's what we're going to talk about today. Hey, Justin Brewer here, and local realtor here in the greater Baton Rouge area. Keller Williams Realty First Choice. Okay, go ahead, take a quick second, hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for more great content coming to you every single week. And be sure to hit that bell so you get notified every time a new video pops up. Let's get going. So you thought, for sale by owners, maybe you have reached out to for sale by owners, maybe you thought about it, maybe you are too scared to, but let me tell you my best script or my process for trying to build a relationship and get more for sale by owner listings. If that is something you really want to do, then you want to listen up and listen up all the way to the end. So, for sale by owners are their own beast. We all know them. They don't want to pay a commission most of the time. You've got to find a way to get around that. They think that all realtors are bad. That's why they're going for sell by owner. We've all heard it all. They can throw everything at us in the book, but the reality is they don't like to work with realtors, or they're very hesitant to work with realtors. And so I've had a lot of success working with for sale by owners. In fact, in my first year or two in real estate, that was probably about half my business. Is I just called. I built relationships with them. And so I typically have about a 5 to 7 step process, depending on how long it takes to actually grab those for sale by owners. It is not a quick deal with for sale by owners. So I want you to go ahead and get that out of your head. Just throw that away. For sale by owners is not anything that is going to happen overnight. And you have to be able to get a lot of no's to get the yeses. That's the same thing with anything in real estate. You've got to be able to take a lot of no's. So the reality is, I'm sorry if I'm kind of doing that. I just ate lunch. But if you are thinking about doing for sale by owners and reaching out to them, then you need to realize that it's probably going to take you 30 to 45 days before you get that for sale by owner. You've got to get them where they're a little weak and they're tired and they're frustrated with trying to do this on their own. But the good thing is my process will save you a little bit of headache because it's just about getting in the door. And if you do this consistently over time, you can build a business really off of for sale by owners. And then that will trickle into referrals and more past clients and so forth from there. So let's get into it. So step number 1, when you are starting to go with those for sale by owners, again, remember, it's going to take 5 to 7 weeks. The first thing you want to do, obviously, is you want to look up any for sale by owners. And you can do this multiple different ways. You can do this through some sort of dialer system, whether you do RedX, whether you do Mojo Dialer. There's tons of different resources there. I kind of like to do mine the old-fashioned way, which may sound a little ridiculous in this day and age, but I like to actually go through the local for sale by owner site, which is FSBOBR.com for where I am, because it's Baton Rouge, and it does kind of Baton Rouge surrounding areas. And what I actually like to do is I will do my search by price point. And if you go onto the website, you can actually go through price point, and then you can even filter it again. So what I'll do is I'll do like minimum 3-bedroom, 2-bath, because nobody wants to go list some sort of odd property like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's going to be difficult to do. So I do a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I typically will start price point about 250 or higher, because anything less than that typically doesn't last very long in our market, or they can kind of do it by themselves because they don't really have, if they're like $150,000 piece of property, very rarely are they going to be able to pay a commission anyway. That's why they're going for sell by owner. So you want to get it in a certain price point where they can actually afford it. So 250 on up is typically where I will start. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and 3 bedroom, 2 bath, and I'll do like 250 to 350. I'll do $100,000 range, and they'll typically give me a 40 to 50 for sub owners that I can call. Sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. And then I will actually go in and I will filter it by the newest listings because I don't want anything that has just been on the market like a few days or a week. There's just no way they're going to list with us yet. They're like, I just listed it like 4 days ago, so why would they? So what I do is I do that, and then I'll skip down past the first few of them, and I'll probably go to like the 7th or 8th one because I typically get them at 2.5, 3 weeks. They've been on the market. Maybe they had a little bit of activity, maybe they haven't. But if they see that everybody else is moving really fast and they're not, they're more eager. So this is what I do. Step number one after doing that is I go ahead and call them up. Ring, ring. And I'll get us something like, hello. And you'd be like, you already, know what the address is. He says, hey, is this the owner of 123 Main Street? Why, yes, it is. Fantastic. This is Justin Brewer with Keller Williams. Yes, I'm a local realtor in the market. But hey, before you get you hang up on me, as I'm sure you've got many phone calls from realtors already at this point. You kind of laugh a little bit with them, whatever. They'll go, yeah. I just want to ask you a couple quick questions just to see how things are going with your sale of your home. They go, okay, cool. What you got? You go, well, first of all, do you mind me asking who I'm speaking with? They'll go, well, yeah, this is John Smith. You go, great, John. So do you mind me asking first and foremost, just how long have you been on the market? Oh, we've been on the market about 3 weeks or so. Okay, great. Not what has the activity been like, because that's what a lot of people say, because they don't understand. They think, oh, actually, it's been good. I've had a bunch of people call me. You say, how many showings have you done on your home, or have you had any offers yet? I want very detailed stuff. No, we haven't had any offer, but we've had a couple people that seem interested. And you say, oh, great. So you've had a couple people come by and see the home. And then they go, well, we've had one person come by. We've had a couple people call about it. Okay, well, great. Calls are nice, but bodies inside the home are even better. Yeah, and they'll kind of agree with you and everything else. You go, well, look, here's all it is. I'm not trying to list your home at all. What I would like to do is I want to make sure that I have the absolute best and full inventory of all available homes on the market. Now, I've seen some of the pictures and you've got some good ones on there, but there are just certain features about your home that I can't see without actually being in the home. And I was hoping you could take about 10 to 15 minutes with me later this week and actually walk me through your home, tell me the good things you like about it, and then some of the things you wish you had differently in this home, then and tell me why you're moving and everything else. And they go, okay, yeah, that's not too bad. And you go, great. What day works for you? Say today is Tuesday. I'll say, can we do tomorrow at 4 o'clock, or how about Thursday at 2? Give them two options. And they'll go, well, tomorrow afternoon after 4 o'clock works well. How about 4:30? You go, perfect. I'll be in the area. And like I said, I'll only be about 10 to 15 minutes. You go, great. Fantastic. Well, John, thank you for your time. I'm going to go ahead and shoot you my full contact information so you have that. If anything comes up, you just let me know and we'll reschedule. Boom. That's it. And I hang up. That's step number one. Now, going forward from this point, now that you've gone ahead and you've got your foot in the door, then you're appointing these people. Because where they're going to build the best rapport with you, they're going to build that rapport when they actually meet you face to face. And now you can give them some tangible information so they can meet you, get your personality, you can find out more about them and everything else, and you can build that rapport. So what you'll do is when you go to the appointment, be on time and stick to your timeline of 15 minutes. Let them know you're a busy person, so is your time is valuable, and so is theirs. Check the home out. While you're going through the home, go ahead and give them a couple compliments. Maybe it's the kitchen, maybe it's the flower beds, who knows. But also point out a couple things you would recommend them fixing, changing that maybe could help them sell their home faster. Give that to them. And then before you leave, just say, hey, would it be okay if I just check back with you once a week to just see how the sale of your home is going? Whatever else from there. And they'll say, sure, no problem. And then from there, follow up. Once every 5 to 7 days, call them back, get them on the phone, check on them. If the house hasn't sold, so you just call them and say, ring, ring. Hey, John, how you doing? Hey, just touching base with you. This is Justin Brewer from Keller Williams. Just wanted to touch base with you on the sale of your home. How's everything going? Oh, it's going good, Justin. Have you sold the home yet? No, not yet. Well, no problem. I just want to see. Did you have a property disclosure on that property? No, we don't have that. Well, great. Let me go ahead and email that to you real quick so you can have that available. Anybody who comes through to actually put a serious offer on your home is going to want to see that. And then get their email and email it to them. The next week, call them back, check on them again, ring, ring. How are you doing? Has the home sold? No, it hadn't sold? Great. Do you have a plat map on that house? Does anybody knows any property lines, or a flood disclosure on that property? No, we don't have that. Great. Let me send that over to you real quick. You can have that available for anybody when they come. You get the point. Next week, again. Next week, again. And you keep doing this. And after 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks sometimes, you're going to have built that rapport with them. So either one of two things is going to happen. They're either going to finally call you after 3, 4, 5 weeks and say, hey, Justin, look, the house hadn't sold. Why don't you come and list the house? Or they're going to say, yeah, Justin, hey, thanks. We actually got an offer on it, an accepted offer on it, and we got the inspection coming up, and it looks like it's going to be a solid offer. And if that's the case, congratulate them. Send them a little, congratulations letter telling them, congrats on the sale of their home. They'll appreciate that. Stick a couple business cards in there, and hopefully you'll get a referral out of it because at least you worked your butt off, to try and give them good value and build rapport with them. And hey, if something falls through, what are they going to do? They're probably going to call you to list it. That is how you do it. And if you will do that and try and get 3 appointments a week with for sale by owners, I guarantee you that's 3 appointments. That's 12 appointments with for sale by owners in a month. Out of those 12, you will probably list 5 to 6 of them. 5 to 6 listings, at least in my market, would net me $30,000 in my pocket, not including any other business I get. That is how you win with for sale by owners. Got any more questions about for sale by owners? Reach out to me. Love the opportunity to answer any questions for you, bring any value to you. And as always, God bless. Have a great day.